Alrighty, how's it going, guys? My name is Solar Bandit and welcome back to another tune video here on CarX Drift Online. So I had a request from one of you guys to do the Spectre RS, or better known as the S15. As you would have seen the little clip there, as I do with all my videos, I try to do a little clip as fast as I possibly can when I do these videos, just to let you know and pretty much show you how these cars handle. Now, like always, I always go into the most competitive lobbies I can find. The lobby I was just in the previous little clip there was the Twisted Tandem lobby, and those dudes are probably one of the fastest groups that I've actually tandem with, especially the S15 that I was tandeming in that video. He is extremely fast, and there was parts where I was struggling to keep up with him, but when it came to the actual corners, not the straightaways, I had no problem getting on his door and trying to do a little bit of tandem. So it was a little bit rough. My angle wasn't the best. I haven't played this game for almost a week, so excuse the the amateur hour drifting little clip at the start. But with that said, like I said earlier, someone had requested me to do the Spectre RS, so I decided, you know what, I've got nothing else to do today, so I might as well. So here's my Spectre RS. Now, before you go ahead and build this car, you do need to be warned this is a very, very aggressive build. This isn't going to be a build which is extremely, extremely fast, although it is very, very fast for 180 tire tread or adhesion. It's very fast, but it's not the fastest, as you can tell. There is going to be people that are always going to be faster than you. Their tune's going to be better than yours, but this one is very, very good. But you do need to be careful. If you're the type of person that isn't very smooth on your analog stick, if you're using a controller, then this probably isn't going to be the build for you. You might have to make some personal adjustments to make it a little bit more smoother. For me, this is one of my most aggressive cars, so it's very, very fast. Like, I'm talking very fast on its switching. When you transition from corner to corner or from one way to the other, it is very fast. So you will find yourself spinning out a few times, so it does take a while to adjust to this car. It's very, very snappy, it's very quick, you can make a lot of adjustments, but it's best to be full throttle with this car. This isn't a small style track car, this is more of a medium, like an East Toga at its best, where you got long, fast corners, sitting around about 60 miles an hour. I can get this car up to around 70 to 80 miles an hour on some of these corners, which is extremely fast for this car. It does keep up with a lot of the 120 guys, especially the ones that just are terrible at tuning, but I wouldn't recommend it because normally the 120 bros are not the best at tandeming and they always pass you anyway, so it's no point. So with that said, I'm going to show you guys this build real quick. Let me know down in the comments below if there's any more you want me to build for you before the new update comes out, but bear in mind, once the new update does drop for console, I will be updating all of my builds, going through them, tweaking them, and then posting out brand new videos to let you guys know if there's any changes, if there is any, to make these cars better. So you've got a little bit more of an advantage and have some more fun, because that's what it's all about. So I'll show you guys the tune setup real quick, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, so that's the tune. So I thought I would talk a little bit about the car and let you know some things that you could probably change to get a little bit more out of the car. Like I said, I haven't really used this car. Now, I tend to use this car for mid to, about small to medium size tracks. So you can, in the top gear, you'll be sitting around about 5th gear. I don't normally get into 6th gear, but you can extend these out more if you want to. There is room to add more power. We can get a little bit more HP, which I actually might do. I'm not too sure. I'm probably just going to leave it for now. And that's most likely the reason that guy was gapping me. It's because he had more power for the straightaways and those little transitions. And as you can tell, I have that cranked down a little bit. So I've got a little bit of wiggle room there to catch up. I have a few more options where you can, what can we do here? We could probably lower the spring rate or the spring stiffness for the front and rear by 10, possibly. That could make the car a little bit more grippy in the corners, which I probably will do. I'll test it all out. What else could you do? You could... That's about it. There's not much you could probably do to the car other than what's already done to it. You could change the Anchorman level, which would give you way more speed, probably way more speed, but it would be a little bit harder to control. This car already is fairly snappy, so adjusting this is going to make it even more snappier when you're transitioning. But if you're up for the challenge, all power to you. So those are probably the only changes I would recommend. I've been having a lot of success running larger wheels. Normally I run something like an 18, but it just feels like I'm going nowhere. So just increasing it by 1 above what I'd normally run, I'm having really good success. So possibly try that. But let me know in the comment section how this build is for you guys, how you like it. Is it very good for tandeming? What would you change about it? Any feedback is good. I'd love to hear your criticism about it, so I can try and tweak it to see if I can make this build better for you guys. So yeah, once again guys, I'm Solo Bandit, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.